You've done the hard work. You've gathered all your documents. You've filed the paperwork, and you know you've got money coming back to you. But now you're just waiting. Let's dive into this explainer and tackle one of the most urgent questions taxpayers face every single spring. Because, let's be honest, tax season is stressful enough on its own, but waiting in the dark for your money to actually arrive, that is easily the most frustrating part. It's that familiar routine, checking your bank app every morning, wondering, is today the day that deposit finally clears? Checking your refund status promptly is absolutely crucial for your financial planning and, honestly, your peace of mind. Whether you're counting on those funds to pay off a high-interest credit card, fund a summer road trip, or pad out your emergency savings, you need to know exactly when that money is going to hit your account. Well, we're going to eliminate that anxiety today by showing you exactly how to track your state tax refund in Alabama. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll cover the basics, go over your preparation checklist, do a step-by-step walkthrough, understand the timelines, tackle troubleshooting, and finish up with some expert tips. All right, let's kick things off with Section 1, the basics. So, an Alabama tax refund is simply the excess state income tax you paid over the year being returned to you. This happens if deductions and credits drop your tax liability below what was already taken out of your paychecks. But here's the real kicker. Notice that March 1st date. The Alabama Department of Revenue, or ALDOR, officially begins releasing income tax refunds on March 1st every year. And listen, this start date isn't a delay. It's actually a super deliberate, highly secure window designed to vet early filers, confirm everything is accurate, and filter out the fraudsters. Planning your finances around this March 1st kickoff is step 1 to mastering your refund.
Moving right along to Section 2, the preparation checklist.
Before you start clicking around government websites, you gotta have your facts straight. No guessing allowed here. You need to be precise. You must have these 3 vital pieces of information ready to go. First, your social security number or ITIN. Second, the specific tax filing year you're looking up. And third, the exact anticipated refund amount that you declared on your return. Oh, and a huge tip here, if you filed jointly with a spouse, verification is tied strictly to the identity of the primary filer. That means you absolutely have to use the social security number of the person whose name is listed first on the return. If you don't, the system just won't find you. Okay, you've got your info. Let's get into Section 3, the walkthrough. Knowing exactly where to take those 3 pieces of information is critical. It's actually a really simple 4-step process on the official My Alabama Taxes portal. A lot of people call it MAT for short. First, head over to myalabamataxes.alabama.gov. Just double-check you're on the secure official.gov site. Step 2, navigate over to the individual section. Step 3, look for and click the Where's My Refund link. And finally, step 4, just plug in your primary SSN, the tax year, and that exact refund amount we just talked about. This portal is by far the most efficient method. It operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and gives you real-time updates. When you're navigating this, you'll see a very specific refund status prompt on their official page. Seeing that exact visual cue means you're in the right place, using verified, secure channels to ensure your personal and financial data is completely protected. Now for the part everyone asks about. Section 4, understanding timelines. Managing expectations is literally the best way to manage your stress, so let's look at the processing clock. This breakdown shows exactly why your refund isn't instant. How you choose to file directly impacts how long you're going to wait. If you e-filed, you can generally expect your refund about 8 to 10 weeks after the state acknowledges receipt of your return. Paper filers, you're going to wait a bit longer, around 8 to 12 weeks, because actual humans at ALDOR have to manually enter your information into their database. And if you are a first-time filer, buckle up for a 10 to 12-week wait. Why? Because new filers have to be manually validated and entered into the system for the very first time. In fact, if it's your first time, the portal might even say not entered in system for a few weeks while they validate you. So hang in there and be patient. But what if things go wrong? Let's tackle Section 5, troubleshooting. Say you've hit that 12-week mark, you've checked the portal and crickets. Your money still isn't in your bank account. When you check your status, you might see something standard like received or processing. That's totally fine. But if you see an action required status, stop and pay close attention. This means your refund clock is officially paused. Not all refunds are automatically approved. Some get pulled for a manual review by an examiner. If this happens to you, ALDR is going to send you an official letter requesting additional information or identity verification. Until you respond to that specific letter, your refund is frozen. So what actually triggers these manual reviews? Usually, it's the little things. Common roadblocks include a simple typo in a name or SSN, a math error, a missing W-2, or you just forgot to sign a paper form. But there's another major roadblock you need to be aware of: the refund offset. If your refund gets intercepted to pay an unpaid debt like child support or a defaulted student loan, Aeldor is going to direct that money to the appropriate state agency. If this happens to you, the most important takeaway is that you must contact that specific agency to resolve it, not Aeldor, because Aeldor doesn't even hold those funds anymore. There's also one more wild card you might encounter. What if you specifically request a direct deposit, but a paper check suddenly shows up in your mailbox? Seriously, don't panic. The Department of Revenue actually has a policy on this. As they state, avoiding potential refund fraud by sending paper checks totally outweighs the risk of sending money electronically to the wrong person. Sometimes the state will intentionally convert your direct deposit into a paper check. It's just a strict security measure to make absolutely sure the money actually gets to you and not some scammer.
All right, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Expert Tips.
What if you don't have internet access or you just really prefer not to use online portals? You have another excellent option. Just call this number, 1-855-894-7391. This is the Voice Refund Inquiry System, or VRIS. It's a toll-free 24-hour automated refund hotline. Using just the touch-tone keypad on your phone, you can punch in your SSN, the tax year, and the exact refund amount, and it will give you the exact same real-time status update as the website. There's also a daytime status line available during normal business hours if you actually need to speak to a human for further assistance. Honestly, staying informed is the absolute best way to handle your finances and keep your stress levels low during tax season. If you found this breakdown helpful, please make sure to share this explainer with friends, family, or anyone else who might be pacing the floor waiting for their Alabama tax refund. And be sure to subscribe for more actionable, straight-to-the-point financial advice.
And as always, a quick but super important reminder. Tax laws, security procedures, and processing timelines can and do change. The information we covered today is based on official state guidelines, but everyone's individual tax situation is highly complex and unique. Always verify your specific details directly with the Alabama Department of Revenue or consult a certified tax professional regarding your personal account.
Which leaves us with this final thought. If your state tax refund is a major piece of your yearly financial puzzle, are you really tracking it as closely as you should be? Well, now you've got the exact steps, the official tools, and a clear understanding of the timelines. The power is totally in your hands. It's time to take control of your financial planning. Gather your information, check your status today, and never be left waiting in the dark again.